As we speak, there are schools, in fact secondary schools, very many of them, which are being owed money, the capitation money from the national government, running into billions of shillings. And the fact is that these schools are not going to be able to run once they open in January, unless that money is disbursed within the shortest time possible. Secondly, is this animal called CBC. CBC. Now, CBC has basically been turned into those who are in class 7 and 8, so-called junior secondary school, are going through schooling without teachers. Where on earth do you find a government employing teachers on contract? Ati walimu wanaajiriwa kwa njia ya, what do you call it in Kiswahili? Kandarasi, joiros konyakani. There is no way you can have people employed on 1-year contracts without a guarantee of those contracts being renewed. Being entrusted with the onerous task of educating our children. And Madam Aja is here, Mama. I'm sure you know, it can't happen. We can't have two parallel systems. Of one system where teachers are employed by TSC on permanent and pensionable terms. On the other hand, others who are employed on contract and tasked with delicate responsibility of educating our CBC students, junior secondary students, class 7 and 8. So something has to give. And I've said this many times before. I want to repeat it here in Nyamira. That if for sure Ruto has failed to implement the CBC as was initially decided, he must own up and say to Meshindo. Then we can have a conversation. There's no harm. We can still go back to the old system rather than condemning our children and their future to experiments whose results we all know. Secondly, as I finish, the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, that Baba and Jim and their compatriots fought for, dictates that there must be equity in public employment. And public employment must reflect both ethnic and regional balance. As we speak, and as they prepare to either commercialize or privatize the sugar factories, which is the mainstay of the economy of this region, Nyanza and rest. Something is happening, Baba, which can shock you. They have changed the leadership of those sugar mills, public sugar mills. And they are now entirely in the hands of one ethnic community. One, and I can say here, starting with Nzoia, they removed the former MD, there is now Mr. Kutut as the MD. When you go to Miwani, Muhoroni receivership, they removed my own constituent, Francis Ooko, and they have replaced him with a Mr. Kiwi. When you go to Chemeli, they have removed a girl from Homa Bay, Jacqueline Kotonya, and replaced her with a 59-year-old person, somebody beyond named Kiprop Kolum. And you can go on and on. In fact, even the Directorate of Sugar, AFA, as we speak, is now under one Chisini. What is it that these guys want to do with the sugar sector that we don't know? So we are going to compel Ruto to ensure that these appointments are revoked so that we have a national and regional balance.